What's up, babes? It's cralisa Victoria back with yet another video. Y'all, I have been making so many videos today, so y'all are gonna be prepared to get a lot of videos out of me today. But I wanted to make this lock video on why your locks are not growing, because I think this is a topic that we need to just go ahead and talk about. Okay, so if you're new here, we talk about beauty, fashion, business, lifestyle, travels, entrepreneurship, real estate, self-care, fitness, you name it, we talk about it. It's a one-stop shop lifestyle channel. So let's get into this hair, baby. Why your hair is not growing, locked or not locked. But I'm locked, so I normally be to the locked babes, but there's a lot of tips that I give. There's a lot of opinion that I give that can pertain to locked or non-locked babes or men. So let me just say this. We as in the community of people out there, need to get out of that mindset that your hair cannot grow long if you are black. And I know some people watching this like, who said that? There's a lot of people who do believe that you have to be mixed with something in order for your hair to grow long. I don't believe that's true. I believe that I think in every culture, every race, there's a little bit of bald head and there's a little bit of long hair. I have seen people, white people, whose hair looked like it was bald. Like, I used to be in school with girls whose hair was thin, it was brittle. It was, you know, all that bleach they do, or maybe their natural hair, you could see straight through their scalp. I have seen a lot of other people outside of black people whose hair was not healthy, or whose hair was thin, breaking, brittle, whatever. So get out of that misconception that you have to be mixed with something, you have to be tainted with something in order to grow long hair. That is not true. Because if that were true, we wouldn't have black women with long hair. If that were true, no other race would be having damaged hair. But that's not a true statement. I think with every culture, yeah, there may be different ways of doing things, because culture is a way of life, right? So yeah, there may be different remedies and things that they do in order to, you know, promote healthy growth or healthy edges or healthy thickness and length and whatever. But those could just be cultural differences, cultural remedies that doesn't necessarily have to be applied to another culture in order for that other culture's hair to grow. So obviously a white woman is going to basically wash her hair probably every other day, if not every day, because their hair can get greasy, it can get lice, it can get a lot of things. Black women doesn't need to wash her hair every single day. We can go a week, we can go 2 weeks, we can go 3 weeks, we can go whenever, you know, and not have to have the fear of getting lice or whatever. Now obviously it makes sense to get a routine. If you have a routine about your hair, I say this all the time, you will notice growth, you will notice softness, you will notice so many different great things. If you don't have a routine for your hair at all, and I say this all the time, a routine could be 2 steps. I think when people think of the term routine, they think that it has to be extensive steps in order to formulate a routine, but a routine is not that. A routine is things that you do on a regular basis that aids in whatever you're doing. Whether you have your fitness routine where you wake up in the morning and you go to the gym, or you have your eating routine, you stop eating no later than 7 o'clock at night, and maybe you have a water intake routine where you drink a gallon a day, or you have a, I don't know, self-care routine where you do your face wash products. Everything is tied to a routine. Whether or not we want to call it a routine, it is a routine. I've met people who said, I don't have a routine, I just wake up and go. But if you're waking up and going, and you're waking up and you go to work, and you know you're going to get off work at 5, and then you're going to go, you know, go do activities after work, and then go back home and walk your dog, and that is a routine. And while you think that that's a let me wake up and go, it's also a routine. I think some people just think too deeply into what a routine comprises of, that they don't realize that a routine is a routine. Is a routine. So definitely have a routine about your hair, and that's what you're going to be able to see differences in growth and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people are quick to give up, because you got to think about it. Let's just jump out of the hair lane and let's jump into the professional or the career goal lane, right? If you don't be consistent and you don't have discipline, even let's talk about fitness, let's scratch career, let's talk about fitness. If you want to lose weight, if you want to build muscle, if you want to build your glutes, if you're not consistent, you're not disciplined, you're not getting a routine of doing the things that you said you wanted to do, how do you expect to get the results? It's the same thing with your hair. If you're not going to have a routine about it, if you're not going to come up with what works for your hair and stick to it, how do you expect to have healthy, thick hair, hair that grows long, or just hair in overall great condition? How do you expect to have that if you don't have a routine? So in the end of the day, have a routine about yourself, okay? Make sure that you establish something that works for you. In the end of the day, that's only going to benefit you. So you can't say, oh, I don't have the ability to grow long hair because X, Y, and Z. Well, if you're not doing the things that it's going to take to grow long hair or thick hair, or, you know, change your texture in terms of it being crunchy versus soft, if you're not going to do the things that it's going to take for you to, I don't know where my phone is, to propel yourself forward, it's going to be super hard for you to get the results that you're looking for. So I would encourage you guys to get a routine. Your hair is also probably not growing because of what you're putting in your body. I feel like the mouth is almost like when you feed your body is almost like the soul to everything else when it comes down to your skin, when it comes down to your hair, when it comes down to everything. It's almost like you need that function to be well. So if you eat right, you drink your water, you do all of those things, your hair will also grow because it's like a plant. So I feel like, yes, you want to water it. Yes, you want to wash it. Yes, you want to condition it. Yes, you want to do the things that you need to do on the outskirts. But what are you doing on the inside? If you're eating junk all the time, you're clogging pores. Your skin might break out. Your hair pores. You might experience flaky dandruff from dehydration because you're not drinking enough water in your hair, which I told you guys before, I do not deal with dandruff. And it's more than likely contributes to me eating healthy, but also drinking ample water. That helps with not having your hair to be dehydrated. Now there's times in which I feel like I'm lacking water and my body feels dehydrated because I need to get some water intake in. But because I'm so regular on my routine, it's not, one day off is not going to affect my entire routine because it's a consistent routine. So one slip up or one day lacking is not going to affect that. But if you're in a constant routine, not to have a routine, then yes, it will affect you. You're probably also not growing long hair because you're doing too much. Sometimes doing less is so much better. Simple is more. You know, less is better. And sometimes people are you're overcrowding your hair with products and you're trying too many different things, or maybe you're using shampoos with too much alcohol in it and it's drying your hair. It's doing the reverse effect of what you think is going to happen. You're thinking, if I shampoo, if I condition, oh, my hair is going to be soft, I can lather it, I can do all of these things. But really, you just might be going ahead and damaging your hair further by not having a routine. And then you're also applying alcohol products or drying effects that are going to basically take out your hair. So you literally have to think about what the routine is that you need to follow and to do. But your hair is definitely not growing because of your mindset. If you have a mindset that, oh, I can't have healthy long hair because X, Y, and Z, then newsflash, you're not going to have healthy long hair because of X, Y, and Z. It is what you tell yourself, but it's also the action in which you put behind what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So I would definitely encourage you guys to create a routine, establish a routine, go from there. And once you're in that routine, stay in that routine, and I can guarantee you are going to notice differences. Your growth rate may not be as fast as you want it to be, but you will notice growth. Your thickness might not become thick overnight, but you'll notice thickness. Your hair overall, health might not be perfect tomorrow, but it'll be perfect over time. So I definitely say get into a routine and you're going to notice differences. Stop making excuses. Make adjustments. And when you do that, you'll be able to see lots of benefit. And I'll see you beautiful baby in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.